What's up, DollFam? It's time for another behind the scenes bonus content for my official DollFam Squad subscribers. I hope you guys enjoyed the last hangout. I know it was makeup related and this is going to be makeup related, so I apologize to all my male subscribers. This isn't necessarily the most amusing, but today I'm going to be doing my next look for my Pride color series that I'm doing. Today we're going to be doing yellow, and you guys are going to hang out with me while we kind of create what it is our final product is going to end up being. Hopefully the idea that I have. So if you're watching this, I just want to say thank you for being an official DollFam Squad supporter. I appreciate you guys giving back to the DollFam and helping better my content and better the message, getting it out like we do. So know that I appreciate and I love you. Thank you so much. This video will later be released for the rest of the DollFam, but because you guys are official DollFam Squad supporters, you guys get to see it first and know that I absolutely adore your faces and thank you for giving back. So basically we're starting out like we did in the last video where I'm masking myself so I can start kind of creating the base for whatever my look's gonna be. I do have an idea for this look. Red went really well. Orange I tried to film, but my batteries kept dying and I was already like halfway through, so I couldn't stop. It was losing light and I was just like, ugh, so I had to scrap recording orange. I apologize, but it came out really good. If you want to see the photos that I took, and I did take some snip pieces of video of the after looks that I'll put together and put up later. But I was really bummed that I couldn't film the whole thing, but you can see the photos on my Instagram. So we're doing yellow today, and what I've done is I've collected anything that I might use in my yellow theme. I have two of the Urban Decay Sparkle Out Loud collection products that they sent. I'm going to be trying to incorporate one of their heavy metal glitter gels. You can use it all over. And then also a glitter liner. So I want to incorporate those, of course, because they sent them for us to test out. Other than that, I just have a lot of different shadows. I do have a really awesome highlighting palette from Kat Von D. I'm not a huge fan of her brand. I have a lot of mixed feelings there. We won't get into it now. But I do have a highlighting palette of hers that is really amazing for my orange look, because there's a bright orange glitter highlighter, and then there's also a yellow one. So I'm excited to incorporate that. I know it's going to make everything just go crazy shine. But we're just going to kind of start layering on our yellow. I don't have just a regular yellow liquid lipstick, and I've been using liquid lipstick on my eyelids for my base, and it's been making the impact really great. I don't have a yellow, but what I do have is this gold yellow liquid metallic lipstick by Lime Crime. I don't know if I want to use that. I don't know. I'm kind of scared it won't turn out the way I want. But I do have a lot of yellow eyeshadows, so I think I'll be good there. So this look is going to be super fun, I think. I have an idea, and I'm breaking shit. So one of my amazing DollFam members over on my Facebook page by the name of A. Marie, I hope I'm saying that right, she had posted like what each color on the Pride flag means. And I wish I would have done pink first. I still think I'm going to try to do pink. I might not have enough time, but I want to try to get all the colors. But it breaks it down like what each color means. And yellow means sunshine. So it's kind of like this, I take that as just light, as positive energy, as just bright, fun. Orange was healing, so I was able to incorporate that into my orange blossom look. And I want to try to kind of create each character that I do. So this character, I think, is just going to kind of be just kind of fun and youthful. I'm thinking possibly incorporating some like fake freckles into my look. I think I want to do like a fun like pigtail with my hair, just make it really fun, really flirty. sunshine, happiness, and represent what that color stands for. So hopefully I can execute it the way I see it in my head, because I kind of see it as like a Rainbow Bright character. It's always super funny when I think about all the things that I do now in my makeup routine that I didn't even know existed when I first started doing makeup. Like baking, like right now, I'm baking my face. What is that? Basically what baking is you setting any liquid type product, foundation, concealer. And what YouTube taught me and beauty bloggers taught me was that it's just basically an excessive use of setting powder all over your face. So you look like you have, like you've either been baking a cake or you got really excited when a delivery was made that you shouldn't have delivered. I'm joking. Adult joke. Adult joke. So I think what I've decided is I'm going to try out this liquid lipstick in Xenon from Lime Crime. It's like a super metallic yellow, like golden yellow. So I think I'm going to try it out on my eyebrows first. I think that'll be just dark enough to look really great for an eyebrow, but it'll also let me see what the color is going to kind of look like to see if I want to put it as my base for my eyeball. So I don't know if this shit is just old and separating, but it doesn't really have as much pigmentation or laydown. I think it's going to work really great as like a base for hopefully a yellow shadow that I can find to put on it, but it doesn't necessarily have the bam that I was hoping, so we're going to have to layer some product. Shit. So I found a super shimmery eyeshadow I'm kind of putting over it that's got a good yellow sheen. Nothing that I have is super pigmented yellow, so it's not really holding into the brow, but I think that this kind of more pale brow might be really cool for the look in its kind of youthfulness other than a really bold dark brow. So this could be good. We could go with this. We're gonna roll with the punches. We don't really have a choice. I don't know how I feel about this. I'll have to figure out more later. Now, like always, I'm gonna start putting down my concealer on my eyeballs so I can start layering on the yellow eyeshadow that we're going to be doing. Do y'all remember that show, Wife Swap? It was like on Fox. Early 2000s, and it was the show where the mom would switch houses with another mom. Well, there's like all kinds of playlists for that on YouTube, and I found them. They cracked me up so much because it's crazy to see how different things were just that far back. And I'm always blown away at how somebody will come into another person's house. The rules are very clear. We swap for a week. Rules, like when you first get here, you live how we live so you can experience that, and then you show us how you live. And it's amazing to me how like every mom that comes in is like, oh no, I'm not following your rules. These are ridiculous. You just wait till a rule change. Now follow my rules. And it's like, no wonder, like, no wonder people are eating Tide Pods at this point. Like, that's the mindset. I'm not gonna listen to your rules because, well, I think they're stupid and I don't want to do them. Even though I agreed, like, that's the whole point of why I'm here. I've decided I don't want to do them anymore, so I'm not. But you're not allowed to do that. Like, the fuck is wrong with people? I don't know, really all it does is go to show that people haven't changed at all. Because you look at that show that was on, you know, 20 years ago, and things were crazy different 20 years ago, and you have these people demanding that other people respect them and respect how they feel, and you can't force them to do anything they don't want. Like, nobody is changing how they live. Nobody's, you know, they don't want to be tested in any way or have to go out of their way to maybe think about somebody else for once, or maybe be a little uncomfortable. It's just, you're gonna conform to what I want when I want it, and if you don't, I'm gonna scream in your face and throw a temper tantrum. And I'm like, oh, that's basically today's world on social media. Nothing has changed. No wonder we're still here. Cool. So I didn't lay down any liquid lipstick this time, which doesn't seem to have mattered because this is pretty bright all on its own, just with the concealer underneath. So we got lucky here. I'm using my Karity Cosmetics. It's their 21 highly pigmented matte palette. I need to buy more palettes of theirs. I literally use this palette for everything. When I do all these crazy looks that involve a lot of color and a lot of detail and like more artistic type things, I always use this palette because it has all the basic colors of the rainbow, including some other shades. So it's super versatile in creating bright, bold, colorful looks, but it also has some neutrals. So if it was like the only palette that you bought, you would also have some matte neutrals for every day. So yeah, it's a really rad thing to have in your collection, guys. So I watched 2 new movies recently and I wasn't impressed by either of them. I watched Us, that horror movie, which I was really excited about. So when it didn't give me any payoff, oh my gosh, I was so disappointed. It was like one of the most exciting releases for me. And it just, the trailer was so badass. Like the trailer for the Us horror movie was so badass. I was excited about the actors that were in it. But then when I watched it, I was just like, ugh, what? And I don't want to say anything because I don't want to do spoilers, but I was highly disappointed. It wasn't anything that I thought it was going to be. It had a lot of ridiculous moments that had me questioning things, that really took me out of the moment. It had some things that were just awkwardly funny that shouldn't have been, I feel like. But Us totally bombed for me. And I am sad. Boo. So, and then the other one is Captain Marvel. I fell asleep. And I love those movies so much. I wouldn't say that I'm the biggest comic book person. I don't know the most about all of that stuff. I'm not super obsessed with it, but I do enjoy the Marvel movies. I enjoy, you know, Captain America, of course, is everybody's favorite. I'm more of an Iron Man girl. Holla. I haven't seen the newest Avengers, but I had one of those assholes on my friends list who decided to just post a picture of all the spoilers, so I knew everything before I even realized what I was reading, and I was really mad about it. I was so mad about it. I don't really like the DC movies. Those aren't really my thing. I think that they're just too cheesy. There's just too much for me to point out. I'm a critical movie watcher. But we rented Captain Marvel and I was just really disappointed. I fell asleep. I felt like the majority of the movie was just her running around to defeat these little gremlin things that really weren't that serious of a bad guy, in my opinion. Like they were like the little minions that the bad guy sends out, not the official bad guy. But it bored me a lot. It was just a waste. It was a waste for me. I fell asleep. I couldn't even hang. So I'm sure a lot of you will hate me for saying that, but it wasn't my thing. I'm sorry. No. But go Iron Man, and I'm super excited about the new Spider-Man movie because I know it has a lot of spoilers in it too. I'm gonna have to wait to see the Avengers Endgame first. But I'm super excited because I think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man ever. He's super entertaining and funny. And he can dance like a boss, so mad respect for Tom Holland. Woo woo! So I found a mustard color that I'm kind of deepening up my creases to give my look a little bit more dimension before I go in and cut crease. I think I'm just gonna do the middle section. If you would have told me like a few years ago, or even like just when I started my work, my page, if you would have told me I would be doing an entire series embracing and celebrating pride and the LGBTQ community, I don't know what I would have said, because, you know, growing up in the household that I grew up in, I really, you know, didn't understand anything other than if you're gay, you go to hell, right? And as I got more into pinup and more into meeting new people and learning about new lifestyles, and then when I left my marriage and I kind of got exiled from my family, I really started looking at people and looking at the reality of things and the beauty of things, and it didn't sit well with me. And the more I started doing my own self-growth and you know, research and soul searching, whatever you want to call it, the more I was just like, man, there's no way, like, love is beautiful in all forms. So it just, that whole mindset I didn't like. And I'm a huge supporter of the LGBTQ community. You know, I have a lot of friends in it. I have, you know, adoptive family members that are a part of it. And, you know, getting to be right in the middle of it and learning about it and seeing it from people that I know, I support that. I support and love in all forms. So I think it's kind of crazy how far we can come in our own self-growth and our own, you know, discovery of things. And I'm really happy I'm in this place because I get to experience love in a really beautiful way, and that's the way that people in this community share it. So mad props to my LGBTQ+DollFAM. I love you guys. Alright, I'm putting on a cat eye now. I don't want to do anything too harsh, so I'm using brown because brown can be softer, and since, again, I want this to be kind of more youthful and innocent and sunshiny, I'm going to do a brown cat eye instead. And I think I'm going to add some more detail with some darker brown because I don't think this has enough, like, definition. Yeah, movies, they're crazy. I feel like you can't find anything new anymore. It's just always a regurgitation of something that we've already seen a million times and then also watched a million times on some cable network. Like, we don't need another Chucky. And they're like, well, there's new generations that need to see it. Let them see the original one because it's way better than this bullshit. What is this? This doll is terrible. Have you seen the doll? Terrible. Just not a fan. If you're a fan, more power to you. I am not a fan of that shit. Just let people watch the original ones. They're always better. Every time. Every time. So I pretty much got, I think, what I want to do for my eyes done. I have all the shading. I have, you know, my little brighter middled cut crease. I have my shading with my darker browns. So I think this is pretty much where we're going to stop. And then everything after this is just going to be additional, like, as I go. So I'll add in, I have to do my contour, I have to do my blush, my highlight. I already know what highlight I'm going to use. And then after that, it's just additional adding, like, I'm going to add the glitter, which I always do last, hair, and then I think I know what I'm going to do for my top that I'm going to wear in this. And then it's just all these little final steps that we have to put together to kind of really bring this to life. I also want to add my fake freckles. Hopefully that goes okay. I think I might do glitter ones. So this is where things kind of get fun because you can start adding different things to the character you're creating or the look you're creating. Because I want this to kind of be more youthful and joyous and young, I'm contouring my nose just a tiny bit, so when I go back in with my blush and my highlighter, it just gives it this little like round, glistening, doughy look. And I think that'll pair cute with the fake freckles that I'm going to put on. So we're just contouring, we're just doing our finishing touches, and then we will be able to shoot. I think this look really is going to come together in all the little things that I add to it. So let's start making actual magic happen now that we have all of our color. So faux freckles are a funny thing because you have to try and make them look natural. And they're not natural, you know what I mean? Like, you have to be really careful or you'll just look like you have silly dots all over your face. So it's one of those things that you have to try and really pay attention to how much you're putting on, where you're putting it on. You have to make sure you have light ones and dark ones because that's how freckles actually work. I have a couple. I have this big mole right there, but I mean, as far as freckles go, I don't have that many. I think they're beautiful. I'm a big supporter of freckly skin. I think it's gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. One of the first models that I ever connected with via social media, and we used to share each other's pages back in the day. She's retired now, or I would give you her handle, but she has the most beautiful freckled skin I've ever seen, and that was one of the things that I was drawn to her. I was like, you have the most beautiful freckles ever. But her and I are really good friends now. I love her to the moon. But I think this is kind of cute. It's different. It's a little bright in here, so you can't see too many of them, but I think that it's gonna look really cool in the photo after we get everything put together. Man, I hate fake eyelashes. You'll know this already, but they're on. So I decided to add some of this Dreamland Heavy Metal Glitter Gel, and I'm just putting it right on the middle where the bright yellow center was of my eye look. And oh my gosh, we are escalating to magnificence. Yes, we are. I have to keep up with my glitter brow. I've literally done a glitter brow every single one. Like, we have to have a glitter brow. Oh my god. Oh my god. That would be a good meme. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I want to add it on my lashes. Like right above. Ah, I do. Do you? I don't know. Emily, what? Is it enough? No. More glitter. So now I'm going to get ready to do my hair, and what I think I'm going to do is some ponytails, and then incorporate a flower maybe somewhere. Nothing too extreme, kind of simple. So when it comes to the hair, it's always kind of hit or miss. I always just kind of do what my hair might want. I start kind of like holding it up in pieces, shaping it, seeing what kind of flows with the look, and then pin and place as I go. It's never really a super thought out thing, ever. So we have our hair, we have our flower, we have a shirt. I was kind of conflicted on what lipstick to do, but I decided I was going to go with a pale pink. I don't want to do a yellow lip. I don't know, I just think that that would look too much, too silly, and I think that we have something kind of really nice going on here. So I think I'm about at my end, and now it's just time to get in the window and shoot. Alright you guys, so here is our finished look for our third Pride color in our series, yellow. I think it came out really, really good considering I've never done like a yellow look. I think my freckles look great. I think the glitter placement is perfect. I think the pigtails and kind of like this country sunshine vibe is really great for yellow, the color that we're doing. So I think that it's gonna shoot really great. I'm really upset that it's pretty cloudy, so I don't have any like good warm light. I would have rather had warm light, but this is pretty clear light, so I think we're gonna get some good stuff. Hey doll fam, I hope you guys enjoyed this look at how I created look number 3 for my Color Pride series for the celebration of all of my beautiful and amazing LGBTQ+ DollFAM members. If you guys enjoyed this little clip, be sure to head over to my YouTube channel where you can see even more of this creation, as well as becoming an official DollFAM Squad subscriber so you can get behind the scenes content of this look before anybody else. Yellow. Yellow, 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 ooh, yellow, 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 yeah, yellow, yellow.